Good morning, guys. I'm Chad LaChance. That's Eric Guthrie, old buddy of mine. Colorado River, one of my favorite places to fish, just downstream from Gore Canyon. We're chasing brown trout. We're doing it with spinning tackle today. We're doing them swim baits and jigs and topwater baits and all the weird ways to catch them. So, you ready to get rolling?
Let's do it.
All right, let's go fishing.
Fishful Thinker Television is brought to you by Sportsman's Warehouse, America's premier outfitter. Peterson Toyota and Toyota Trucks, moving forward. St. Croix Rod, best rods on earth. Berkeley, catch more fish. Abu Garcia, for life.
Okay, guys, so we're still throwing the 4-inch Berkeley split belly on a 1/2-ounce jig head, and it is absolutely getting murdered, but I'm not getting fish hooked on it. I need a stinger hook or something like that. When it comes to trout, I don't generally like to throw a stinger hook, but I can tell you that this thing is getting clobbered. So what I might do is downsize it ever so slightly to a pro swim shad. So take it from 4 inches to 2.5 inches, and I think what that'll do is give the trout a better chance to get a full bite on it. But I suspect that I'll get way more bites working across current than anything else. That typically is the case with anything I'm retrieving quickly. Is the more I work across current, the more fish I catch.
Well, you can't go too fast.
No,
if they want it, they'll get it.
Yeah, there's no such thing as too fast. Do you agree with me?
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, if he wants it, he's at least going to show himself trying to get it. Oh,
that's a
dude.
good one.
Oh, buddy. Okay, guys. So I just made a comment about putting down that swim bait and picking up the swim shad just to downsize it, and that's about my third cast with it. And this fish is pinned real good, and this is on 4-pound and a Trout Series rod here. So we're going to see how gracefully we can get this swim bait eater in the boat. Come here, buddy. There we go. There you go. There's the Trout Series St. Croix right there, guys, with the 4-pound.
Fishful Thinker Television is brought to you by Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. Evinrude, spend more time on the water. Lawrence, find, navigate, dominate.
Accurate casting in this situation is paramount, because the more I'm hung up in the grass on the banks and the more anything like that is going on, the less fish I'm going to catch. Not casting very well, and I think that makes a big difference. The key is to not get in a hurry. If you start getting in a hurry, you don't cast as well, and then you actually get yourself behind, worse than if you just took your time and made a couple of good ones. And so we talk about one good cast on a somewhat regular basis. Well, in here, it's really important.
But you see the next good hole and you know you're not going to make it, so you try to rush the one you got.
Yeah, totally. And then you end up messing the one up you got, you know, for the hopes of a different hole being better. And that almost never pans out. And you guys see we've got a commercial boat going by right here, and the whole thing about this river is it's a multi-use deal. I mean, there's everything from commercial rafting guys to fly fishing guys to people camping in here. There's fish right there. Oh, he came on. I had him. Hey. And it's funny because all the boat traffic I think is actually good in my opinion, from the standpoint that for one, I like to see people out enjoying the outdoors, but more importantly, I think is it keeps the fish used to the boats, and therefore they don't panic when you come down through here fishing. Oh my God, dude, we should get bit through here.
Yeah, you should be getting bitten here.
What is going on here? I mean, I don't understand. Got him. Big one too.
All right, I'm in the back row.
All right, here we go. No, he's not either. He's not that big. Here we go. Okay, I think you're good, Eric. You can let us go. I'll bring him around this side over here. And guys, we got a boat coming behind us. We got a boat that's eddied out right behind us here. And we got this one on the 4-inch hollow belly. We're gonna let him burn a little bit as we head down in. Oh no! I got him.
Here we go.
Oh, there went the net.
All right, here we go.
Okay, it's all
I'm
right.
gonna go chase it.
It's all right. I'm gonna net the fish the hard way. Watch this, guys. Nope.
It's gonna go down.
It's all right. It's all right. I'm gonna take this guy off of here real quick.
Here we go. It's down. See it? You have to reach hard. It's gone.
Okay. Fish is gone.
Net's gone.
We'll find it at the bottom somewhere.
All right. Sorry.
It's my fault. Okay, that went well, guys. Typical right there.
We're hand releasing all these babies from now on.
Oh, there's one right there. Oh, geez, I just had one right there. Okay, here we go.
Right.
Here we go.
Right here on the left.
Here we go. Right there.
Yep.
This is your combat fishing right here, guys. Oh, buddy.
Right here. All these slack
yeah.
water
Oh,
spots.
geez. Okay. Here we go. Well, that might be my best net fail ever. I just took the net and threw it overboard. We don't need that net anymore.
Fishful Thinker Television is brought to you by Camp Chef, the way to cook outdoors. Peterson Toyota and Toyota Trucks, moving forward. Lawrence, find, navigate, dominate.
So the key thing about being in the river is keeping your stuff dry. I mean, realistically, we're floating a river in a raft, and so key thing. So I use the Plano waterproof boxes. They also float, which is key. So with the latches on them, they're sealed tight and waterproof. One of the key things about being in the river, you carry a dry bag as well. Rain gear, emergency stuff, all that stays in the dry bag.
That's right.
And you carry that all the time.
Yep. Always.
Every time in the river. Yep. There you go. You can drift this section in a hard boat. You can drift it in a rubber boat. What's your preference? Obviously, you own a rubber boat, but
I like the rubber boat because you don't have to worry about hitting things as much, you know?
it's key when you drive like this guy. Yeah, rubber boat.
You got to go back to get lures out of trees and things.
Yeah,
it's a lot easier.
right, touche. You can't harp enough on casting accuracy. We say this on every episode of Fishful Thinker, but the willow bushes, the overhanging willows, the rocks, the eddies, the seams, all the stuff you're throwing at, especially from a moving boat at a moving target, or effectively, it's very important. Accuracy and line control. We say it every time, but you can't be overstated. So we got out of the boat. We left Eric sitting back there, manned the boat, because we wanted to fish this spot right here. So we couldn't eddy out in there without spooking fish. So I kind of want to try it and see if we can get a bite in here real quick. So the boat's downstream about 50 yards from us. And Eric's manning it, and we'll see if we can get a bite right here real quick. Now I've got a smaller jig. I've got a 3-inch on an 1/8 ounce head. And I've got a 1/4 ounce head with a 4-inch in my pocket. There's one right there. All right. Figured we'd get one in there if we gave it some time. Now this is a little bit smaller jig, and I think what we're gonna find is a little bit smaller fish, which is why I like to throw a lot of the great big baits. However, you gotta get some bites. Beautiful little brownie right there though. We'll be quick about getting them back. But that's my little 3-inch on the 1/8 ounce head right there. The 3-inch power minnow. They call it emerald shiner. It's very much a trouty color. And again, this is not artificial flies, lures, only water. So we'll see about catching some more. That one was right in the seam right there. See if we've got a buddy. I got a feeling that sooner or later, running jigs like this, you're gonna run into a big one, a really big one. Oh, that felt like a good one there. We'll try this again. The smaller jig definitely is getting us more bites. We've got more bites since we tied it on, which has only been a couple of minutes. You see that jig glides around real. Oh, there was one just chased it right there. That jig glides around real nice. Watch this. Okay, right in the corner there. And with the lighter jig head and this much water, the bait moves around a lot on its own. You don't have to put as much effort into working the bait so much, so erratically. The bait's gliding around all over underneath there. It's not nearly it's not the requirement that I pop it nearly so hard. If I have a heavier jig head, then yeah, you better be putting a bunch of action on it, because otherwise it's gonna bomb straight to the bottom. And that's not what you want. I want the bait to run the water column, but I don't want it to just nose dive straight for the bottom. So the lighter jig head allows the bait to move around more, but you lose some depth control, and you certainly lose some accuracy. And that's not always a good thing, obviously. Try all the way across here. And see, they're not gonna bite this one. Except for that one bit it. I was afraid they weren't gonna. Cause I was like, oh, this one might be too big. And guess what? I got a much bigger one this time, guys. Look at that one. See if I can get down here and deal with him. That's a pretty one there. Oh, and he came off. Ah, terrible. Same bait, 1/4 ounce jig head, 4-inch body instead of the 1/8 ounce jig head and the 3-inch body. That was the first throw back in there. So that's a good sign. Okay. That water's fast if you get out in it. And you can see that I'm working that seam right there. You got the heavy water that pushes up against that rock and then pushes back out and towards the main channel, heads back out that way, and it's creating a seam down this edge. And that's really what I'm trying to work, is right along that seam, right in the edge of it. There's one. Got him. Oh, that's a nice one, guys. Ay, 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 he got me all wet. I didn't even get near him. Oh, man, did you see that one? I hope you guys could see that. That was a nice trout. Oh, man, that was a nice trout. I don't even care that he jumped off. I really don't. That was a nice one. There we go. That's a big one. That's a big one there. Okay, just stay tight, no hurry. There we go. No, he's not as big as he looked. Oh, look at that. That's so perfect. What we should do is just sit in this hole and own him for about 20 minutes. Come here, buddy. Come here, come here, come here. There we go. Hey, 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 hey. Okay. How nice is that? There's my jig right there, right in the bottom of his lip. Not gonna hurt him any. Come out of there. Give it to me. There you go, guys. How nice is that one? Yeah. Okay, here we go. Come on, baby. Got it. Oh, I'm getting owned. There we go. Got that one. That's 3 bites on 1 retrieve, just for the record, guys. And he's a cute little one, but that's the 3rd one on that 1 retrieve. So that's the kind of action that you really want to get. And obviously, the trout get bigger than this one. But to get 3 bites on 1 retrieve, 3 different bites, is a unique deal. Cute little brownie. Hey, buddy. It's almost fun with fish when you can just sit and pick them apart with a little jig like that. Comes another boat through here. Gives you an idea. I mean, we've been standing here only a couple of minutes, and here will be our 2nd boat coming through. Fish, got him. There we go. Big one. There we go. Come on there, fish. Oh, yeah. There we go. He rolled over and played dead once he got here. Thanks for the enthusiasm. So we've noticed every raft that comes through here has a dog in it. There he goes, buddy. Easy, buddy. So there we got him. Another pretty one right there, guys. Nice fish. See you, buddy.
Fishful Thinker Television is brought to you by Sportsman's Warehouse, America's premier outfitter. St. Croix Rod, best rods on earth. Camp Chef, the way to cook outdoors.
So here's the deal with rigging these up. So I've got the 4-inch power minnow and the 1/4 ounce jig head. The biggest key is to center right in the center of the snout of the bait, and then feed it as straight as possible all the way through and right out the center of the top of the back. And so then when I push this up on this jig head right here, I've got a nice straight looking bait, get it all straightened out, and it's gonna end up looking something like that when it's all said and done. That's a big one too. Oh, buddy.
You want me to net him?
Yeah, with the net we don't have, you mean? See, this is what happens when you get out of the boat and you float with your old buddy.
That's a nice one.
Okay, come on around here, fish. Right next to the boat, guys. Look at this color on this fish right here.
It's a good brown.
That's a pretty brownie, guys. And he ain't half as big as the one I just lost upstream from here a second ago. And we don't have a net. You guys saw my net go overboard. Yeah, I'm gonna hear that forever.
Wow.
Come out of there. Okay, jig's out. And how about that, guys? we don't hurt him any, so we'll put him in the water there. Dude.
Holy smokes.
Oh, I can't believe it's a rainbow, I think. Look at it jump. That's a rainbow thing, dude. We're going through the frogwater, guys, and and I'm literally all but trolling the jig. If you can look, the water's dead flat. There's all those people we were just talking to.
You want the net?
And yeah, the net I dropped overboard so gracefully earlier today. Thanks for reminding everybody. All right, buddy, here you go. Nice fish. And I'm just gonna, I mean, we got a good look at him. I'm just gonna shake him right there. I'm not gonna even bring him in the boat, I don't think. But, or here, I'll just gently, hey, buddy. There you go, it's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted him to do. You can see how flat the water is. So I took the little, it's a little jig and back to the 1/8 and the 3-inch. 3-inch power minnow, and then just bouncing it behind the boat as the boat's drifting through the frog water right here and keeping it tight to the bottom. There's one fish right here. Oh, buddy, there we go. Right in that little pocket as we went by there, and I'm gonna soften up the drag because our boat's, oh, he's a feisty one. I'm just gonna try to release him right here. And I'm not even gonna bring him in the boat. And that's what we're gonna do just to be real smooth about this fish. Right there, how about that? Nice job, Mr. Guthrie and Call on the bank. Just working down the bank on the seams here. Right down the little seams, right down the bank. And that one, actually, as I came off the seam, he got it in the pocket. As we went by behind the rock, he actually got it in the pocket. He's gonna get a downstream run, just like I want. Anyone can catch a fish here. Okay, I like the sound of that. Gives me a good chance. I'm gonna get 2 throws in there, I think. All right, here goes my second chance. I don't want to be. Oh, there you go. Is that the one you want? Now he's gonna bite way back. Oh, I had him. You were right. Come on, Chad. Quit yelling. Just catch him. There's one fish right there. Okay, he's on the right side back there, where anyone could catch a fish.
Like I said.
Yeah, and that's a pretty brown, and he ate my 3-inch power minnow. And it's gonna be, look at that one. Clear fish. That's a pretty fish right there, guys. Come here. Hey, come here. We're trying to be nice to you. There you go, guys.
Nice bro. Nice catch.
See you, buddy. A little 3-inch power minnow on an 1/8-ounce jig head. Somewhere in that shade right there, there's gotta be a fish. That's deep water in there.
You would think, right?
There is. It's not a you would think. There is a fish in there somewhere. Question is only where. Somewhere on this pressure spot right here in the front. There he is. All right, I thought that might happen, and that's a nice one. I don't know if I ever mentioned, Eric, but we were just discussing the called shot thing, but you look at that, guys, and I'm gonna let him kind of poop out here a little bit in the current just for a second. That's a serious pressure spot. If you look behind me, all that current's pushing right up against that rock head, and he was sitting right on it. I mean, right on the corner of it, and I popped that. If he was a smallmouth bass, he'd have been sitting in the same spot.
That's a good one.
It's a nice fish. Yeah, it's a beautiful fish. Hold still, buddy. Hook will come right out just like that. And there you go, guys. Another Colorado River rock trout. See you, buddy. Ooh, I don't know if I ever mentioned this, but I dig this. Oh my. Yeah, that was a good row job right down that edge too, to give me that perfect angle and lob it up and over the rock and back in there. Watch this. We might even get lucky and get another one.
That's a good fish.
That was a nice.
Did you see the spots on the side?
Yeah, he almost looked cutthroaty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. Got him. There we go. Right on the same spot. There you go. That's, you know. Oh, he came off. We got the fun part out of him. I just always tell myself that. It's that same fish. It's the same one that just jumped over it a minute ago. It's in the same spot. Okay, come on, fish.
Hey, you want the net?
Look at this fish. Look at this fish. Yeah, Eric's yelling, do you want the net? Do I want the net? No, I don't want the net. The net's floating down the rapid. Easy fish, easy buddy, easy buddy, easy buddy. I'm just gonna release you right here. No problem. No problem. Beautiful. Look at that, guys. How nice is that? Ooh, buddy. We'll keep him in the water. All right, guys, so there you have it. Takeouts right here. We have now floated about 7 miles of the Colorado River. It's one of my favorite ways to fish. Honestly, I don't do it that much. I love it. I almost always do it with my old buddy Eric right here. And we go back, what, 30 years or something?
Yep.
Long time at this point. And so it's always fun to get out and float a river. We need to get him out in the Ranger boats one of these days and get him on the show there so he's not always rowing. Thanks for rowing us.
You bet.
Guthrie Electric, Kremling, Colorado. Call that a blatant plug. Also, his wife, beautiful bride, Rebecca Guthrie at Remax Red in Kremling, Colorado as well. Appreciate you taking the day off to row us down the river. It's a beautiful day. You guys want to join the conversation, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. We would appreciate that very much and see kind of what we're up to on any given time. And most importantly, we hope you'll tune in, and we'll see you next week.
Time now for today's best catch, brought to you by Berkeley.
Okay, guys, here we go. It's going to get a downstream run, just like I want. Anyone can catch a fish here. Okay, I like the sound of that. Gives me a good chance. I'm gonna get 2 throws in there, I think. All right, here goes my second chance. I don't want to be. Oh, there you go. Is that the one you want? Now he's gonna bite way back. Oh, I had him. I had him. You were right. Come on, Chad. Quit yelling. Just catch him. There's one fish right there. Okay, he's on the right side back there, where anyone could catch a fish.
Like I said.
Yeah, and that's a pretty brown, and he ate my 3-inch power minnow. And it's gonna be, look at that one. Clear fish. That's a pretty fish right there, guys. Come here. There you go, guys.
Nice brown. Nice catch.
See you, buddy. A little 3-inch power minnow on an 1/8-ounce jig head.
Berkeley, catch more fish.
There's one right there. Oh, he just tagged it. Got him, Tim. There we go. Oh, he came. I remember the first time I went fishing, guys. Let me double. There's one. Got him. Oh. So there's one right there. Same one. Oh. Got him. Oh.
Did you just miss one?
Hang on, fish. Okay, cut
Cut
for a second. How about that, Mr. Farnsworth?